Good morning, everybody. I shall talk today about the creation and the origin of the universe. Now, if you read scientific literature, you must have heard that science has proof that the origin of the universe is a big explosion, which they call the Big Bang. You will be surprised if I tell you that the Holy Scriptures also mention the origin of the universe from that big explosion. However, the difference is that until now, science has not been able to explain how the Big Bang happened, who created the Big Bang. But Holy Scriptures do inform us that it is the Creator, the Almighty Supreme God, who created that Big Bang. And we even have further details from the Holy Scriptures that after the Big Bang, it took 1 year for all species, living and non-living, to take their actual and final forms. It is written clearly in the scriptures that this took 1 year. Now, in the Hindu religion, the God who is responsible for creation is called Lord Brahma. He forms part of the Trinity of gods, of whom we have Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Mahesh. So, Lord Brahma is responsible for creation. Lord Vishnu is responsible for the maintaining of the universe, and Lord Mahesh, also known as Lord Shiva, is responsible for the destruction of the universe. This is how it has been created. Now, when Lord Brahma created the universe, he also made a planet for him, a planet for Lord Vishnu, a planet for Lord Shiva. He made also several spiritual planets, and he also made material planets, and he also created hell. All these exist. Now, our little beloved planet Earth is the lowest of all material planets. And this is the truth. You might probably be thinking that how beautiful Earth is. Yes, surely it is. But there is more beautiful planets than this, material planets. But there are also arrangements for spiritual planets. This is the creation of the universe, but many things are hidden. Just like I have informed you earlier, the illusions of life. Those planets are hidden. They are very, very far away. And let me tell you that science is believing more and more that the possibility of several millions planets like Earth do exist. They are having this information from their telescopes. So you see, spirituality has already stated it. But again, there are those who believe and there are those who do not believe. So, let me give you some figures about Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma in his Brahma planet lives for 100 years. He is created on the first day of creation, and he will also disappear on the last day of creation. Now, you know, on Earth, we have different arrangements for different living beings. And different beings have different spans of life. The human being may live for 100 years, but usually now it's around 65 to 70 years. A dog will live to around 12 to 13 years. A butterfly will live for only 24 hours. And you know also that a tortoise can live up to 300 years. So these are the different arrangements of the span of life of different living entities. So why am I telling you about the span of life of different human beings? Because I want to share with you What is the span of life of Lord Brahma? So let's start the calculation. One day in the planet, in the place where Lord Brahma lives, is equal to 1000 cycles of Satyug, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kal Yuga. Now, I have already discussed about these 4 eras and yugas which exist in the universe. The first yuga is the Satyug, the second yuga is the Treta, the third the Dwapar, and the fourth the Kal Yuga. And currently we are in Kal Yuga. So one day of Lord Brahma is 1000 cycles of those 4 eras, and his one night is also those 1000 cycles. And when you do the calculation based on the knowledge that Lord Brahma will live for 100 years, of course it's his 100 years, not the 100 Earth years, you will come to the astronomical lifespan of Lord Brahma to be 300 trillion and 60 billion years. So just to do some mathematics, 1 million is 6 zeros, 1 billion is 9 zeros, and 1 trillion is 12 zeros. So that is the span of life of the first creation, who is called Lord Brahma. And when Lord Brahma is born, the universe is born, and when Lord Brahma dies, the universe is destroyed. And then it stays dormant for several millions of years, and then the creator decides to recreate again, and another Brahma is born, and the universe also is born, and the process continues. So this is the cycle of the operation of the universe. When you don't know, you ask yourself, but what will happen after death? Who are those gods? For you, the gods will stay on and on forever. They are immortal. This is not the truth. Every god, goddess is mortal, but their lifespan is not the same as us. This is clearly stated in the Holy Scriptures. And you need to have this information. So Lord Brahma will live that long, and it is difficult to capture this information with our limited mind. But that is the span of life of Lord Brahma. So the universe is actually in the last phase of one cycle, and we are in Kal Yuga. When Kal Yuga will finish, another Satyug will come, and the process will continue. So I'm sure you have understood now how the universe was created with the Big Bang, how it is sustained by the different gods of the Trinity, and how the cycles of the different eras of Satyug, Treta, Dwapar, and Kal Yuga rotate to create the lifespan of Lord Brahma. So at every creation there is a Lord Brahma who takes birth, and after his death the universe disappears. So reflect on this, try to understand how this universe is created and how it disappears. And of course you need not to worry, because everything is happening by the instructions of the Creator, and you only have to play your own role